At 3:41 a.m., the 911 dispatcher heard breathing on the line. Not screams, not words, just breathing, slow, controlled, almost patient. Then the call disconnected. 22 minutes later, police found the house. The home sat at the end of Cedar Ridge Road, a stretch of asphalt so quiet it felt abandoned even during the day. At night, it swallowed sound. No streetlights, no sidewalks, just trees pressing inward as if listening. Inside lived the Whitmore family. David Whitmore, 46, a civil engineer with no criminal record and a reputation for punctuality bordering on obsession. His wife, Lillian, 42, a high school counselor known for advocating fiercely for troubled students. Their daughter, Harper, 16, sharp-tongued, artistic, and counting the days until she could leave town. When officers entered the house, they found David in the living room, seated upright in his recliner, dead, no blood, no visible wounds. His eyes were open. Upstairs, Lillian was found in the bathroom, the shower still running, water ice cold. Harper was gone. The town of Alder Creek fractured instantly. At first, everyone assumed the obvious, a home invasion gone wrong. Then they noticed what wasn't taken. Wallets untouched, jewelry still in place, phones neatly lined on the kitchen counter, powered off. Whoever did this didn't rush. The autopsy complicated things further. David hadn't been shot or stabbed. He'd been poisoned, a fast-acting compound delivered through a drink, likely hours before death. Lillian, however, had died of blunt force trauma. 2 victims, 2 methods. That wasn't panic. That was the intention. Detectives zeroed in on Harper's disappearance. Had she run? Been taken? Was she involved? Her room showed signs of a struggle, but subtle ones. A cracked mirror, a chair overturned, a smear of blood on the window frame. Outside, footprints led into the woods, then stopped. No road, no trail, just gone. Social media erupted. TikTok sleuths dissected Harper's posts. One video resurfaced, a joke about feeling watched. Another where she muttered, half laughing, "If something happens to me, check my parents." That line detonated speculation. The investigation veered sideways when detectives pulled school records. Lillian Whitmore had filed multiple reports against a former student, Evan Pike, who'd been expelled months earlier for violent behavior. He'd made threats, explicit ones, online, in writing. Evan vanished the same week Harper did. The town exhaled. They'd found their monster, until they hadn't. Evan was located 3 states away, alive, working under the table. No connection to the poison, no access to the Whitmore house. His alibi held. The case collapsed back into uncertainty. Then a forensic analyst noticed something strange. The 911 call, the breathing, had background noise. A ticking sound. Not a clock. A turn signal. That detail cracked the case open. Investigators reviewed traffic cams near Cedar Ridge Road. At 3:40 a.m., a dark SUV passed through an intersection it never should have been near. The plates were obscured, but the vehicle model wasn't common in Alder Creek. It belonged to someone who didn't live there, or someone who did, and had a reason not to be seen. David Whitmore's business partner, Nathan Cole, came under scrutiny next. Nathan had co-founded the engineering firm with David 15 years earlier. Quietly charismatic, financially reckless. Their company was failing, though only one of them knew how bad it truly was. Emails revealed arguments, accusations, threats disguised as jokes. Then came the twist no one expected. Nathan had been having an affair with Harper, not speculation. Proof, messages, photos, a secret phone Harper had hidden beneath her mattress. Overlooked in the first search, the room went cold. Psychologists later described the dynamic as manipulation masquerading as mentorship. Nathan convinced Harper she was mature, misunderstood, special. He promised escape, validation, control. When Lillian discovered the affair, she threatened to go to the police. David discovered the financial fraud the same week. Nathan snapped. The plan was never clean. It was layered, messy, desperate. He poisoned David first, hours earlier, during a late work session. Lillian was supposed to die the same way, but she fought back. That's why her death was violent. Harper wasn't meant to disappear forever. She was meant to disappear with him. Harper was found 3 weeks later in a remote cabin near the state border. Alive. She told investigators everything. Nathan had rehearsed the story, framed Evan, staged clues, even practiced the breathing for the 911 call, to establish presence without trace. What he hadn't planned for was Harper's fear turning into clarity. She escaped while he slept. Nathan Cole was arrested at a gas station, calmly eating breakfast. At trial, he showed no emotion. The jury took less than 4 hours. Today, Cedar Ridge Road still has no streetlights. The Whitmore house is empty, and that 911 call, the breathing, is used in training seminars now, a reminder that sometimes the most chilling sound in true crime isn't screaming. It's someone taking their time,